Who's got two thumbs and is magical? This girl. I'm going to tell you my whole Pottermore story because I think it's kind of cool. Pottermore beta entry week was incredibly exciting. It was really cool to see everyone on Twitter kind of freaking out about all of the clues and finding out that I actually have some friends in real life who are totally obsessed with Harry Potter. I missed the first clue because I live on the East Coast and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. On the next clue day, I happened to be out until about 2:30 a.m. or so I decided that I would just try and stay up again and see if I could get it. But then I found out that the clues weren't happening at the same time every day, so I said forget it and went to sleep. Luckily, magically, I woke up at about 5 a.m. and the first thought that came to my head was, oh my god, Pottermore. When I eventually got the correct chapter, it was almost as exciting as waiting in line for a book. My username is Willow Rain and some numbers. I almost picked the one that said River Phoenix, but then I remembered that he was an actor that died. So, yes. Anything with Willow in it is going to be badass anyway, right? Mixing fandoms. When people finally started getting welcome emos, those were the rough times. I really thought that I was going to end up getting mine on September 30th, and then what would be the point? Any beta feedback would be completely useless. And to be honest, I kind of wanted to get in before classes started so that I wouldn't be distracted. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited. For Labor Day weekend, Tristan and I decided to go down to Claremont to hang out with my family. On September 4th, we went to Wizarding World to spend some time with Harry Potter. I kid you not, at 9:30 a.m. while we're waiting in line for the Forbidden Journey, the Hogwarts ride, I got my email. At Hogwarts. I got my email at Hogwarts. YouTube. I almost had a heart attack. So then I was sort of conflicted because I definitely wanted to stay and play, but at the same time I wanted to go home and read all of the things. I tried to take my time, but it was all so exciting. I finished in like 3 hours, which I think is pretty much the average for everybody that has been on so far. Sometimes I wanted it to be a little bit more interactive, and I definitely think it needed music because it was otherwise kind of quiet. But it's still pretty cool. My wand is hazel with phoenix feather, 11 3/4 inches, and reasonably supple. Phoenix feather, the same as Mr. H. Potter, and hazel, which is easily affected by its owner's emotional state, which means that my wand is very temperamental and rather impatient. And then I got sorted. This was probably the most nerve-wracking moment of the HP fandom in a long time, especially since it's so personal. I have heard a lot of results of people getting houses that they weren't expecting. Hufflepuffs are actually Ravenclaws, Gryffindors are actually Hufflepuffs, people are mad about being sorted into Slytherin, so I was a little bit nervous. I've always thought of myself as a Slytherin not because I'm evil in the Death Eater sense of the word, but because I'm pretty ambitious, I always want to get my way, and I tend to be very protective of my own. But a lot of people seem to be reading themselves wrongly, at least according to Jo Rowling, so I was a little bit scared that this wasn't going to happen and I was going to end up in a house that I wasn't expecting, or that I didn't really know myself. And then I got sorted. Guess what? Woo! That's right, Slytherin. I knew it! I'm pretty interested to see where Tristan gets sorted. He considers himself a Gryffindor, which made for some interesting commentary at LeakyCon. We'll see.